Hello everyone, myself Nandit Kumar Singh and I am teaching you heat and mass transfer for your GATE examination. So my dear students, let us see a good question on the unsteady state heat conduction. So I am reading the question, focus on the board and try to understand and solve it yourself before me, okay? If you can do. Let us see, I am reading the question. A 50 centimeter into 50 centimeter copper slab. Now he have not given a ball. He have given a copper slab, my dear students. Slab, okay, 6 millimeter thick, having a uniform temperature of 350 degrees Celsius. Okay, having a uniform temperature of how much? 350 degree Celsius, my dear students. So, is suddenly immersed in an environment which is at 30 degrees Celsius. Which is at 30 degree Celsius. Find the time when the slab reaches 100 degrees Celsius and all the data like your density, your specific heat, your conductivity and heat transfer coefficient for the surrounding environment is given. And he is also asking what rate of cooling after 1 minute. After 1 minute. So let us see. Let us do this question. So my dear students, he has given a copper slab. Okay. Let us see. He has given us a copper slab. Let us say. Okay. Which is having some length, or we can say the thickness of the slab is how much? He has given to be how much? Let us see. The thickness of the slab, that is L, is given to be 6 millimeter. 6 millimeter, my dear students. He have given 6 millimeter thick. Okay. Let us take the area is A this side. Okay. And also, so when this copper slab is there and he has given the area suddenly immersed in an environment which is at 30 degrees Celsius, and he is asking for our time. So at what time it is? That is at T initial is equal to 350 degrees Celsius. And I have to reach this. So it have to reach T final is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. When the surrounding fluid is having the temperature T infinite is equal to how much, my dear students? This is having 30 degrees Celsius. 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. So the T infinite this side 30 degrees Celsius. So only we are dealing with the one dimensional heat transfer, or how we can say he have given only the thickness. He have not given us any width of this in inside. Okay. So maybe if I have given all the parameters, we can solve this for the entire surface area from which the heat will be transferred. But now in this case, as he have only given the length, so what I am assuming is that heat transfer by convection will be from the both areas, that is both sides, my dear students. That is Q convection from this side. Again, there will be some heat transfer by convection through this side, my dear students. This side also Q convection. So what I can assume is what will be the total area now for heat transfer. So total area available for heat transfer, available for heat transfer will be 2A, my dear students. How much? 2A. Okay. Now what will be the volume of this slab? So can I calculate the volume? Yes, that is area multiplied by length. I can have the volume. So volume will become how much equal to? This will become area multiplied by length. So A into L will be our area. Very good. Now can I calculate the V by A ratio? So can I calculate the V by A, because it will be used in our equation like V by A, that is A is the total area in this case. So I can calculate V by A. This is A into L divided by total area is 2A. So now your V by A, which is also known as characteristic length, will be equal to L by 2, my dear students. This will be equal to L by 2. And now I know the L, which is 6 millimeter, and LC I have calculated. Let us see. So how I can calculate the time required for cooling? Let us see. So we know that time required for cooling is exponential, and this will be given by T final minus t initial, that is t infinite, divided by ti minus t infinite, and he is asking for a time, so I will take this equation only, ln of t final minus t initial or t infinite, or we can say t minus t infinite. So I have taken the final, that's why I am taking the final here. Okay, now this is equal to minus of minus of HA by rho Cp V. So I have already calculated this ratio and he is asking about the time t. So I have already calculated V by A ratio, my dear students. So can I have this entire value? Let us see. So putting all values, what I will have, so I can also write this equation is equal to minus H divided by 2H. This will become 2 because V by A will become what? L by 2 now. Rho Cp into LC, which I have calculated, or you can directly take L only, multiplied by time t. So let us put all values. So putting all given values, so just try to make your calculation simple, okay, so that the answer will be correct and there will be less chances of error. Okay, now I am doing only this, so that's why I have calculated first LC, then I have put in this. So now I am putting all the values in this particular equation. Okay, so this will become ln of t final. What is the t final? That is 350, my dear students. And what is the surrounding temperature? 30 degrees Celsius, divided by what is the t final is 100, my dear students. T initial is given to be like 350. This is 100 minus, and this is t initial is 350 minus 300 is equal to minus of H minus of 2H. What is H? Is given to be how much? So H is given to be 100 watt, my dear students. H is given to be 100 watt. So this is 100 divided by rho. Rho is given to be how much? Rho is given to be 9000 multiplied by Cp. So what is the value of Cp, my dear student? That is 0.38 kilojoule. Okay, he has given in kilojoule. We have to convert it into what? We have to convert it into joule. So this will become how much? 0.38 multiplied by 1000. So this will become 380 joule per kg Kelvin. So I will put this value here. Okay, 380 joule per kg Kelvin. Okay, now multiply by L. So what is the L length given? So L is 6 millimeter. So this will be 6 into 10 to the power minus 3. 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 multiplied by time t. So from here I can easily calculate that time t. So let us see what will be the time t is equal to. Let us see, my dear students. So this will become how much? So this will become 100 minus 30 will be 70, and 350 minus 30 will be 320. So 70 divided by 320, ln of this will be minus of 1.51. This will be minus of 1.51. Okay, divided by 200 multiplied by 9000 into 380 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 3. So the time will be 155.934. So time will be 155.934 seconds, my dear students. Seconds. Okay. So this will be the time required for this lab to reach 100 degrees Celsius from 350 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this will be the time required to cool down. Now what he is asking? The second he is asking about what? He is asking second about the rate of cooling. You can easily calculate the rate of cooling. So the concept in this question was only what? That the convection is occurring from the both sides, and he can also give like the if convection is occurring from the all sides, then you have to consider all the areas. Okay, then you have to consider the all areas. So because the area here is nothing but your total area, my dear students. Total area available for heat transfer, my dear students. Okay. Now let us calculate the rate of cooling. What will be the rate of cooling? Let us see. So rate of cooling will be given by let us see. So this is given by T minus T infinite divided by Ti minus T infinite is equal to e to the power minus Ct. Okay, let us take this side. So this will become what? T minus T infinite is equal to again Ti minus T infinite into e to the power what? Minus Ct. So I will differentiate this equation. So differentiating again with respect to time. So differentiating above equation with respect to time, let us see what I will have. So this will become dt by d small t is equal to ti minus t infinite multiplied by e to the power ct, e to the power ct multiplied by, when I will differentiate this term, so I will have what? Multiplied by minus of c. So let us put all values and then I can easily calculate the rate of cooling, my dear students. That is what? That is your rate of cooling. Rate of cooling. Or he is asking rate of cooling after how much? 1 minute. After 1 minute. So time has given to be how much? So time he has given is equal to 60 seconds. So we have to take the time in seconds only. So let us calculate this. So this will become dt by d small t is equal to Ti. What is the initial temperature, my dear students? That is 350. 350 minus 30 degree. Infinity is 30 degree. E to the power minus Ct. So can I calculate the C? Yes. What will be the C? Your again C will be given by 2H divided by rho Cp into L. So this will be the value of C, my dear students. So can I calculate this? Yes. So 2 into 100 divided by rho, which is 9000, multiplied by Cp, which is 380, into L, which is 6 into 10 to the power minus 3. So let us have this value. So this value will become, this is simple, calculations are simple. Okay, 3 into 380 multiplied by 6 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, and 200 divided by this will be 9.746 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this will be 9.746 into 10 to the power minus 3. Multiplied by what? Multiplied by time. Multiplied by time t, which is how much? 60 seconds. And also we have to multiply again with the c, with the minus c, my dear students, with the minus c. So minus of c, which is 9 multiplied by minus 1 into 9.7 into 10 to the power minus 6, my dear students. Let us calculate this value. So this will be in minus of ct. Okay, so this will become e to the power minus 1. So this value I have already taken in minus, so I don't need to take minus. So this, okay, this value multiplied by 60 is equal to something like this. Okay, then this value multiplied by 9.746 into 10 to the power minus 3. This multiplied by 320. So this will become equal to how much? So this will become minus of 1.7. This will become minus of 1.7. Okay, minus of 1.7 into 37 degrees Celsius per second, my dear students. So this will be the rate of cooling for this case. So now I have calculated the rate of cooling, my dear students. So he is asking the rate of cooling, and we have also calculated the time required for cooling from 350 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. So now maybe the second concept is clear, that we have to take the all area, and also we have to take a specific heat in joule in that case. Okay, so hope your concepts are clear and you are getting and you are building your concepts day by day, my dear students. So thank you so much for this.